What's going on, everyone? My name is Mike Mizas, local realtor here out in the greater Philadelphia area. I serve Montgomery and Chester County mostly, some Delco, some Bucks, not really Philly. Don't know the area, it's a little too far for me, but this is my new channel, so I just wanted to hop in, give an intro, and tell you a little bit about myself. All right, so as I said before, I am a local realtor here out in Southeast PA. I have been in the business for just under 2 years. In September, I will hit my 2-year mark. We're gonna be talking about, what I did in my first and second year in future videos. But so far, I am loving the real estate game. I am learning so much. And my goal with this channel is to kind of take everyone on this journey. If you're an agent, maybe you can learn some things. That's definitely a goal of mine, is to help agents in the future, as many as I can, quite frankly. And the end goal is to build a team locally as well as nationally. And I'll kind of get into that in a little bit here, or we might have to make it another video. So I got into real estate right when the pandemic started, actually. Prior to getting into real estate, I was pretty lost, honestly. I was selling health insurance, and I don't know if any of you are watching this. Kudos to you. That industry was not for me. It was not interesting. It didn't pique my interest enough to really keep me learning and keeping me sharp. Quite frankly, it was boring. No hate to anyone that does it. My buddy does it. He's the one that got me in the business, and he makes a killing. He does a really, really good job. So no hate whatsoever to that industry. I was just not right for that industry at all. And alongside of that, I guess I could say that the serving was my main gig. I was serving at this bar, still serving there, but I was really living for the weekend, so I wasn't putting in too much effort at my insurance job. I was going in, I was making bank at this restaurant, mind you. I made enough money where I didn't really care to go into the office like ever, because it was enough to pay the bills and it was enough to get me drunk, and that's what it was. That was my job, and insurance was like $100 here, $100 there, whatever. It was 100% commission. So as I said, I was really living for the weekend. Was doing lots of drinking, I was doing lots of drugs, and I was a real hot mess. Anyone that really knows me can confirm that I was a hot mess and had no direction whatsoever in my life. And that kind of all changed when COVID hit, for many different reasons. One being me and my now fiance had rekindled our relationship. About 10 years ago, we were in a relationship, and it ended, and I was doing drugs then and not taking care of myself like at all, and just partying. I had no real responsibilities and no real goals or anything like that. And we stayed friends, and right before COVID hit, that's when we started to rekindle everything and start seeing each other again. And I stopped doing drugs. I stopped partying so much. We'll still drink, we'll still crack open a cold one, but I'm not going out till 5 in the morning, rolling out of bed, getting to work, and just getting by anymore. That was a real problem that I had back then, and I am so thankful that I am not in that position anymore. You really have to take those wins when you're in a business like this, because I've been in a slump. Still I'm in a minor slump, but a slump, mind you. So when one piece of advice that I would give is to take those wins and run with them, because your you're changing. You're changing, and things are going, better than they have been. As long as you're moving forward, you're going to be okay. It's a little side note there for you. So this leads me into my why. Coming from this background of drug abuse and just partying and all this negative stuff, throughout the years since I graduated high school back in 2011, I have been in the service industry, and I was good at it. Drugs or no drugs, I was good at serving others. And then I transitioned into a sales job, and I crushed it. And then we joined the insurance game thinking, oh, I can crush lawn care, I can crush insurance. Boy, was I wrong. That shit was so boring. And it did not keep me motivated, like, at all. And I know, like, people are, oh, you find motivation within, but you also have to like what the hell you do. Otherwise, you're just in it for the money. And when you're just in it for the money, it's no good, period. So, I really saw this opportunity during COVID because everything was shut down. I had nothing to do. And I've been thinking about real estate, and never took any action. And I said, enough is enough. We can afford this. We're going to go ahead and start doing the classes. I had so much money saved up that I could go into it full time and be confident. So, it's a really incredible opportunity that I was given to help people, buy, sell, rent even, and invest in real estate. And it's a true passion of mine. And another passion of mine is to help people in the same industry. And, I went through a lot of these struggles. So a big motivating factor is that once I get my business, up to here, and I can still help agents now, don't get me wrong, but, and I plan on it. But when I get my business up to here, I can start focusing on kind of evening the playing field and building a team of agents that are, driven talent, that I can see are driven talent, and help them, because I don't want anyone to be in the situation that I was in before. Not that it was the worst, not that I was homeless, that's not it. But, a guy with anxiety and self-esteem issues, and then also being in a situation where you're not the breadwinner of the home and your confidence is being chipped away at, it sucks. It's really hard on your mental health, and I kind of relied on myself to bring myself out of that. So a big goal of mine is to help agents that are kind of in the same situation. They don't have to be, but I want everyone to know that there is a community of people. The real estate game, there is a huge community of agents that will help you. There are some bad seeds and some lazy seeds, and people will tell you that. But what is not talked about enough is the camaraderie that there is and the willing to help other people, and it's incredible. So that's like the one reason for my why, and the next reason is simply because I was partying and I was living the party. Now I'm engaged to this amazing woman, and we have 2 dogs, and I never want to be in that position again where I'm scraping by, spending all my money on booze, spending all my money on drugs. I want to be, confident and secure in my finances, which I haven't felt for a really long time. And we're getting back to that. Like I said, I had a little bit of a dry spell here. But we're chipping our way out. We are getting our bills paid every month. It's not that, we're on the verge of foreclosure or eviction or anything like that. But, that stuff is stressful. So a big why for me is my family. And lastly, there is no ceiling to how much money you can make. That's huge. That is huge. I don't need to be what's his name? I don't need to be Elon Musk, but damn, I would love a Ferrari. I don't need one. If the budget allows for a Mustang GT, that Mustang GT will be watched every week in my driveway. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting money. But, you have to have a bigger purpose. And I do believe that my bigger purpose is helping people and helping people that were in similar situations that I was in. So I really think that this industry is a great industry to be in, even given the market where that's headed right now. It's still a great spot to be. You really get to show your true colors in this type of industry when I'm sitting there telling you not to buy something, even though I can get paid $10,000 from you buying it. People can see that, and they're like, oh, you really do care. It's, well, yeah, we care. We're not going to stay in business if we're just telling you to spend all your money. Realtors do have a bad rap. There are really bad seeds out there, but those that are just pressuring you to buy, they're car salesmen. That's all they are. And they're not going to be in this industry when this thing falls apart. It may or it may not. There is a correction. I will say that. But all right, so I just wanted to hop on here and introduce myself. This channel is going to be a lot of market updates. I want to add in property tours, and as well as just giving helpful solutions to agents. I've seen many channels out there do it. I believe that I have a lot to bring to the table and a lot of value that I can bring to other agents that are maybe in a similar position, or someone that may be interested in getting their license. So we're going to have a lot of content, a lot of value. For now, we're doing one video a week, and that could always change. So if you made it this far, comment pink. My friends call me Pink. So comment pink down below. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And I will see you guys next week.